question here.
Yep.
Why did Jesus choose men as his disciples, but not as even one woman among them?
That's a very good question, and I can assure you, many of us that read the Bible, especially in a time when and a culture where women are being empowered and we want the voice of women in all the spaces, we're wondering why aren't the women in this question? And if you could broaden it, we're having conflicts in our times when feminism is a major part of our discussions in society. So women are saying, where's the place of women in this whole church and Christianity and religion thing? So that's when people will accuse the Bible and Christianity of being sexist. But take note, there is a lot of information in that one particular section. You're looking at 12 disciples who are male, but that's not all the followers of Jesus. Now you're going to pause there for a moment and ask yourself, what does the 12 represent? Jesus is coming as a Messiah, primarily, as Paul would say, first to the Jews. And even himself says, I was sent first to the house of Israel. Now, the house of Israel is represented by 12 forefathers. Abraham is the grandfather, but they have 12 forefathers who are the children of Jacob, or whom you would call Israel, from whom that nation comes. So the 12 forefathers are all male. So that's the representation for starters, okay? But then go backwards, the children of Jacob, who is Israel, are not only 12. In the Jewish society, even when you're listening to the gospel writers, they'll tell you Jesus fed 5,000 men, not doing what? Not counting women and children. Were there women? Yes, because the writer even acknowledges. Were there children? Yes. But in their society, which you would call, quote unquote, patriarchal, which is much of our society anyway, there is that place where men were the point of reference for family and society. Not that women didn't exist. No. It's just a system. So many people do not know that actually Jacob had 13 children. He had a girl called Dinah, a daughter called Dinah, who caused problems for Levi and Simeon when the Philistines abused her sexually. And, story goes that Levi and Simeon told them that they would forgive them if they circumcised. And then when they circumcised, they attacked them and killed them. And God was not pleased with them. Those of you that know your Bible knowledge, then you realize that point, it is a sister that they were trying to avenge for, but to cost them, any of them, the two of them, to be next in lineage. After Reuben, the firstborn, messed up with his stepmother. Then the fourth one is Judah, who then becomes the lineage through which we get all God's plan. Now you might think, this is messed up. No, it's God's sovereignty. So where am I going with this? That, friends, as we see Jesus calling and people responding, it is 12 males that become his disciples. This is not accidental. It's not that when he calls, the 13th comes and then Jesus says, no, I don't need anymore. No, there are others that are following him, and they're regarded as disciples and followers. But these 12 represent the house of Israel, because primarily there is a restoration that is intended by God to the house of Israel to make them a new Israel that will be a witness to the rest of the world. God's plan through Abraham is that I'll make a great nation out of you that will be a witness or a blessing to the rest of the world. And Abraham had a son, two sons, Isaac and Ishmael, and then from Isaac came Jacob, and that is the fulfillment when Jacob has the 12 sons. Fast forward, friends, go to Acts chapter 1 and 2. You're going to see that the people in the upper room are more than 12. In fact, they are no longer 12 disciples. They are 11, because Judah had committed suicide. If you will take a few steps back before that, you're also going to realize that at the resurrection morning, it is women, followers of Jesus, Joanna, Mary Magdalene, Mary, they go to the tomb. These are followers of Jesus. Go back into the Acts of the Apostles, Aquila and Priscilla. These are followers of Jesus. Lydia, Penny. There are many women throughout the New Testament that are following Jesus and are part of the beautiful story of the gospel that you all hear and you are beneficiaries of. So women are part of Jesus' disciples, and God did not only choose males, but he was intentional in what he was trying to say. that he is restoring the house of Israel through these that believed and followed Jesus, and then he would make them a witness to go all over the world. Reaffirmation of Israel, and then restoration to use them to be a witness. So I hope that is helpful. It focuses particularly, where do we get this? So does God love women? Does God call women to be witnesses? Of course he's doing that. So if you're a woman out there, do not feel like the Bible is putting you out of the picture. No, there are women out in the picture, and you are part of God's story, because he made us male and female. God bless you.
Thank you for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe.